This is cs952, Introduction to Web Technologies and Design, and we just finished increasing the size of that glyphicon, so it stands out and definitely looks a lot better now than it did before. I'm going to change some of this placeholder text that I've got. Right now, we've got 3 icons that all say gallery, and they've all got that little house there. So the first thing I want to do is let's update the names that we have here, okay? And let's change some of our content. So this one says gallery, that's fine, and it says this website has a curated selection. That's all about the gallery. This next one, I want to change this to history. So I'm going to double click on the word gallery, and you can see it changes, that little border changes from blue to orange. I'm going to type history, H-I-S-T-O-R-Y. And I have some content I can use for this. You can use your own content, but if I go to my text files, you can see I have a little content here that says pencils have changed the course of history. So I'm going to highlight that content and hit copy. I'll go back to Dreamweaver, and I'm going to double click on this text, highlight, right click, and choose paste. There we go. And then my last div here where it still says gallery, I'm going to change that so instead of saying gallery it says media. So double click, drag over gallery and type media, M-E-D-I-A. And then let's go to my text files and let's highlight and right click and choose copy. And let's go over here and double click. That's highlighted. Let's drag over that and then I'm going to hit paste. Great. Now I've got 3 divs and they have more appropriate content. So let me hit save all. And let's hit F12 to preview this real quick in a browser. Now we're going to be viewing this in basically what is medium view because we don't have to worry about those toolbars and stuff. So what we have is a view that's typical for a Bootstrap framework. We've got these nice sections here, and as we resize our web browser, as soon as we break to the next view, they stack one on top of each other. Okay. So let's go back to Dreamweaver. And what I'd like to do is actually change these icons to be something a little bit more relevant. Right now, I don't know if 3 home icons is exactly tells the story of what these do. So I'm going to click on this first icon. Okay. And when I do, you can see here in the live view editor it says glyphicon and it says .glyphicon-home. And there's a link where you can go and look and see all the different glyphicons that are available. I'm going to change that the word home, and I'm going to start to type the word camera, C-A-M. And see, Dreamweaver has filled in the word camera. Let's click on that. Now we got a camera. Excellent. This next one that says history, again, I'm going to click on the icon, click on the glyphicon. I'm going to double click on the word home, and I'm going to start to type the word book, B-O, and there we go, book. We got bookmark or book. Let's go with book. And this last one for my media, I'm going to double click on where it says home, and this time I'm going to type F-I, and you can see we've got some choices here. I want to choose film. And so I think that's a better choice of icons for what I'm talking about, gallery, history, and media. Now let's do a little bit more with padding here. I feel like these elements are pretty close to each other. So I want to write a rule that gives us some additional padding for each one of these divs. So we've got 3 divs. Each div is a member of this class, column medium 4. So let's create a new selector. I'm going to go to Styles and Global, and I'm going to hit plus to add a new selector. And this is pretty much exactly what we want. It says something that's in icons 3. It's in a row. Row part is really kind of optional, but that's true. All of our elements are inside of a row, and it also has a class of medium 4. So I'm going to hit enter. And what I want to do is just add some padding to the top and bottom of each one of these divs. So I'm going to go to my layout, and let's scroll down here to padding. And let's add 20 pixels for the top. Yep, you can see we've already added some space here, and then let's add 20 pixels to the bottom. I think that looks better already. And I want to do one more thing. I just want to add a little extra padding for my H2 element. So I click where it says Featured Pages. Make sure that I have my H2 selected here. I could select it in my DOM panel or in the status bar. And again, I need to create a selector that says what I'm targeting. So I'm going to click the plus button on the selectors, and this is perfect. Icons 3 H2. So it's got to be an H2 element that is contained inside of a parent element that has an ID of icons 3, which is exactly what we have. So I'm going to hit enter. And this time I want to add 20 pixels of padding to the bottom. So I'm just going to, where's my padding properties? Right here, padding. And I'm just going to type in 20, 20 and hit enter. Great, and F12 to preview this. Yep. Do I want to save the changes? Yep. All right, I like this. Looking better by the minute. Okay, we're going to come back and we're going to link these icons up so that they do something, so that when you click on gallery or the history icon or the media icon, it actually does something. We're going to have this link to pages. We're going to revisit creating links.